And here we have portable Dropcloth, Jungler Dropcloth, I guess, in his beautiful 6-inch scale mode. Short, quick 360. I think he looks great. The detailing, I think, really transferred over pretty well from the 12-inch version. They actually really went in, despite the smallness of the guy, they really got in there and did some nice weathering on him. He looks really nice. Here he's pictured with his Remington 870 shotgun with M4 stock. Let's see, we got his gigantic, oops, sorry DC, his giant machete with some nice dried blood patterns on there. Not too wet, you know, it's been there for a bit. It's all rusted, looks pretty cool. Comically sized. I guess they make these special for the DCs because it's enormous compared to him. I mean, it's like half the size of his body. It's huge, but it's got a lot of nice, really nice detail. Hopefully it's focusing just enough for you to be able to see this every couple seconds. Put it down. It's got a man head. He took it from a man. A man with real bug ears. Nice sculpt on it. Paint's somewhat bland. Looks kind of burnt. His hair's all pretty much one shade of kind of a dark brown or black. But his face has got some tonage to it so that it's not perfectly one color. It's alright. Not bad. And of course his minigun with a nice pack here. Minigun is articulated loosely at the trigger grip, which is just like all the other miniguns. Articulated forward and back here very slightly, and just like that. And also here at the actual barrels, they're also articulated. I'm not sure if this is the same one that came with the birdies. I don't have a birdie that came with a minigun. I do have a medic birdie, but I assume it would be the same one, but I will not swear to it because I do not have that. There is a correct way, I think, to put the bullets in. It seems like the longer nub you want to put into the gun, because this over here on the ammo canister is a very shallow hole, and this is a much shorter nub. So I'm thinking it goes right in there. It doesn't feel 100% secure, but enough to sit on your shelf. I mean, it's not like you're really going to take this guy out to the garden and play with him. So, pretty cool. What's interesting is, though, he does come with the jetpack of the Dropcloth. Very cool. And, also interestingly, it is not difficult to swap out the backpacks. On the 12-inch Dropcloth, you know, if you have one, you know that getting out the backpack could be a nuisance from time to time, but that one comes out, this one pops right in, and pops right back out too. It's like a G.I. Joe backpack. It's awesome. Good job, 3A. Thanks for the extra there. So, articulation-wise, this guy, focus, is a little scary because he is so tiny compared to his 12-inch, obviously. I mean, he's not a small figure by any means, but he feels small in your hands. He feels almost out of scale. Get his shotgun out here. Anybody who wants a close-up of that. Hopefully that'll focus a little bit. Looks like an M4 grip on the shotty too. Nice. But yeah, he feels a little dainty in your hands. And oh my gosh, like every ball joint, you feel like you're gonna break it. Very, very scary. I guess before we go on to that, we should probably cover, you know, some of the detail, because I did talk about it sort of briefly. I mean, look at this stuff. This is beautiful, beautiful paint job. Please don't break. Oh gosh. Okay. There's a 61 there. WF on top. WF there. WF on his cloth. Kind of a, I don't know, sort of a, almost like a rose vine with a rose or possibly a snake head. Or knowing Ashley Wood, it could be a penis, you know? You never know with the guy. I like this here on the arm too, the replication of that symbol, because it's almost like a forearm tattoo. Like he's an old Navy boy or something. He also has the myriad pouches. His, unlike the 12-inch, also has kind of the non-closing. Oh, I'm sorry, that's way out of focus. The non-closing pouches, they don't really seal very well all the way around. But he does have nice, pretty pouches. They're painted very well. They look great. The weathering on them looks fantastic. I forgot to mention back here, he does have his P99 or P22, depending on your scale preference, or bullet preference, I guess. Lovely. That's made by Walther. And it's got kind of a flecked paint job. I hope you can see that. Yeah, see some of that silver in there? Very nice stuff. Even that tiny miniature rail. Very cool. Looks fantastic at this scale. I'm really into that. Of course, I like P99s anyway, though. So yeah, joints. He's got a ball-jointed neck. Oh, nice range on the head. He's got double ball-jointed shoulders, so there's a ball joint in the body and a ball joint in the shoulder itself. So he's got a pretty nice range of motion there. You know, we can get it kind of forward and back as well as up and down, that sort of thing. Swivel all the way around on the biceps. The elbows are hinged and they're very tight and make me very nervous to move. I'm guessing just the amount of paint that's in there. Not awful bad, but the ball joints though, man. Oh god, every ball joint just scares me to death. This ball joint in the hand. I mean, the hands are beautiful. They even got the tiny screws, just like the 12-inch. The fingers individually jointed, just like the 12-inch, which I wasn't sure they'd be able to replicate here with such thin fingers, but man, they are tiny, but they work. I should probably do this on camera, huh? Very, very tiny, but very cool. I mean, you can do any manner of pose you want with those, including, of course, the fuck you pose with the middle finger if I don't break the damn thing. Yeah, the fingers make me very nervous. I'm not super thrilled with them, but they look really nice. Man, that looks bad. Okay. The hands are on a ball joint. Come on, focus. So you do get, if you can move it, man. Okay, there you go. Got some nice motion there. Very good stuff. Swivel waist. He does have, oh my gosh, oh my stars and garters, your dignity. If you can see up under there, he's got ball jointed hips. No swivel thigh, unfortunately. I never really liked that on the 12-inch drop cloths either. But you know, what are you gonna do? It's part of the design. It's not like they would fix it for the smaller scale. It's mostly just shrinkage, I think, at this point. But the hip joints were also very difficult to get going. They have a nice inward range of motion. Unfortunately, the outward range is not as kind. It's not as forgiving. I think I would have rather preferred they used a double ball in there as well, because as you can see here, I can get some light up in there. That's as far as it's gonna go out. And he seems kind of like a lithe guy, you know, the drop cloth. sort of athletic, but you can't really get him in very many athletic poses with the limited range of the hips. But, it could be worse. It's not awful, but it's not the best. Hinged knees, pretty good, more than 90 degrees. It's always a plus. And the hinged ankles are another joint where I'm feeling very nervous. It's very thin peg in there. I mean, you can see my thumbnail compared to it. Very, very thin peg. When you move it, it's just got this, it's got a little give to it, which makes me, oh gosh, so nervous to move. But it does have that nice kind of shoe design built into the boot, just like the 12-inch version. Very nice, nice treads on the feet. Looks-wise, this guy is off the charts. He looks great. I'm really impressed by him. I don't have any other portable drop cloths. I think there's only been a handful released. Like a special edition or something. One of the billions of really hard to find toys from 3A. And those fingers are scary. Alright. Well, anyway. This is the second time that foot has popped off. Oh. Just putting it right back on there, it makes that noise again. It's kind of freaky. So his minigun, I know some people have said that they have had trouble kind of curling the fingers around. I don't think curling the fingers would be a problem on this one. I guess it's a question of can they support the weight, which I can try right now if you like. You can't answer me because you're behind a computer. Ha ha. Just gonna kind of, yeah. I think it would be able to support the weight. I'm not going to fiddle with this for 5 minutes trying to make it work, but I think it would be okay. Cool machete. So let's get Jung de Plume in here. You see, Jung is right about height-wise, right about matching the Dropcloth. Very cool. They match each other really well. They're not like the exact same camouflage. They've got some difference to him. He's got a much darker pattern than he does. I don't think it's just wear and tear either. I mean, his pattern is different colors. He's got, some, if I can get that in there, some blacks, dark brown, dark green, kind of a lighter green on the front, some bright yellow on the hands and the shoulders, and even white. I like the way they do their white at 3A. It's sort of like an old, they look like old beat up refrigerators. They're just kind of, the paint's all chipping off and looks really nice. This set, I believe, was around $100 shipped, which is not bad considering these are technically vinyl toys, very much independent collector edition toys. 3A, they make it pretty difficult to actually get their products at a reasonable price because they're limited to a certain run. How many are ordered that day is pretty much how many they make. Not to mention their one-day sales of things that are already in motion, which are even more limited. But to this figure set, I paid $100 for, roughly. I would say it's probably worth it, considering the rarity of the figures. Like I said, they're difficult to get a hold of. That instantly kind of drives up what you expect to pay for a toy. I think this guy is a little better than this guy. As much as I love the design of this guy, he looks really, really great, but he's just not going to replace my 12-inch Dropcloths. He can't. They're so great. Well, I'm down to one now, but I'm down to just my Slim Red, but he just doesn't have that same kind of security to him. He doesn't feel like he should be in scale with him. Maybe, like a G.I. Joe. Let's see, who have I got on hand? Maybe he'd be a little more in scale there. You know, that's actually kind of cool. But he just doesn't seem like he's, you know, a humanoid type guy. Like he should just be a regular size guy. I feel like he needs to be bigger. But, you know, to each his own. Everybody's got their own display and how they want to set things up. But for the price, I say it's not bad. He's definitely the better figure. And I would say if you can get this set within the range of maybe... I honestly wouldn't pay more than $20 more than what it sold for. I mean, just be smart about your purchases. They're going to release another one of these guys. They're going to release another one of these guys. They've got the mold. They're going to do it. So just be smart about how you spend your money. Don't go crazy on these things. Because you will find some variation. Maybe not this exact set, but, you know, maybe that just gives you the chance for them to kind of work on these dainty joints so that it doesn't feel like you're holding a piece of like a Fabergé egg in your hand, where if you drop it, it's the end of the world. I mean, they've got a little work to do on this guy, I think. This guy looks pretty fantastic. Even despite the missing ankle joints, I'm really into him. This guy, meh, he's alright. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thanks to all my subscribers, everybody who's joined in the last little bit. I really appreciate it. I've been incredibly busy with school, so it means a lot that you guys are still jumping on board. I'm going to try and make this more of a regular thing. And yeah, I appreciate it, guys. You guys are awesome, so thank you very much. I will still be doing written reviews for Infinite Hollywood every time I get the chance, so don't forget to check out www.infinitehollywood.com for all your pop culture needs. There's a lot of great stuff going on there. We're just wrapping up, Newt's wrapping up the last day of Christmas, and let's see, the Gamera, 12 Days of Gamera is about over now. But very cool stuff on the way, always is. Check out the site, it's a great site, and make sure you click on the sponsors there for Newt. So, thanks guys. The Jungler, whatever the fuck it's called, Fucked Up Jungle Battle 2-pack Excito set by 3A Toys in portable scale. So, thanks a lot. It's been real.